Okay. Welcome to the Restructuring Your Finances live workshop. I'm live here on YouTube and I'm about to go live on Instagram, so give me just a moment for those of you who are on YouTube. Let me get everything going. Really? Hello Instagram. Let me see. Okay. Of course it's going to give me trouble. Let's see. Copy. Come on over here. Hello, everyone on Instagram. I'm just getting everything set up. We're live on Instagram and YouTube. Welcome to the Restructuring Your Finances live workshop. Okay. So, what I want to do really quickly is just test out my audio. If you are live on Instagram or YouTube, go ahead and drop me housekeeping in the comment section just to let me know that you can hear me okay and see me okay. Of course, if you are not new to this and you are true to this, then you already know how we roll. So I'm going to keep it moving until I get feedback from everyone. So hopefully the audio and the visual is okay. Tonight, I'm going to be giving you all multiple steps and multiple processes to go ahead and get your finances together. This was the second most popular requested workshop, and it's very interesting because in my practice here, I really alternate between metaphysical and practical personal development and self care topics. So, the last workshop was on psychic sleep or the practice of yoga nidra. And that's a very metaphysical topic, a very metaphysical technique. And this one is on something a little bit more practical, which is very understandable. A lot of people are very much into their finances and want to know how to get their money right and improve their finances. So we're going to go ahead and talk about that tonight. As always, I'm going to have housekeeping and then we're going to go ahead and dive into the content. And I'm just getting started everywhere. Thank you for being patient with me because I'm live on Instagram and YouTube. On YouTube, I'm going to go ahead and drop in the comment section all of the links, tonight's workshop resources, and the suggested readings. I did say that from now on, I'm going to try to go live and give you all more resources, more suggested readings and workshops, and just so that you can continue to carry on this work outside of, what we are doing here. Okay, it's saying that I have too much text. So let's eliminate some of this. Let's see. So I'm just getting everything started. In the meantime, in between time, go ahead and grab your pens, your paper, notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever you're going to need to take notes because you're definitely going to want to do that this evening. So for the first resource, we are going to have the free 2 hour money and metaphysics masterclass. Tonight's class is really going to focus on practical. Let me get this right over here on Instagram. Sorry about the lighting, you all. Tonight's class is really going to focus on practical money steps. But of course, I always talk about metaphysical practices and tools that can help you boost your practical goals. So I want to give you that information as well. So if you're over here on YouTube, then of course we have the live chat replay, and I'm including all of these links there. The first one is going to be the free 2 hour money metaphysics masterclass. So if you're looking to add on to the work that we're doing this evening, outside of practical money steps and practical financial advice, then go ahead and check that out. Tonight, we are going to be working from the Money and Metaphysics Workbook. So I put that on sale for $11.11 versus $22.22. If you're on YouTube, you can go ahead and click on the link and it will guide you directly to the workbook. You can go ahead and pull that up in a different tab, or perhaps if you're watching on your mobile device, you can pull this up on your tablet or your workbook and then you can follow along on the activities that we will be doing. If you want to dive a little bit deeper, then you also have the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series, and this contains more than 6 hours worth of content, recorded content, as well as the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass workbook, which was linked to. So it's all combined into one. And I've also placed that on sale. So the entire thing is $35.55 versus $149.99. And it contains practical money management advice as well as metaphysics. So it's going to even include, we have an entire masterclass on self credit repair. So if you're someone who's looking to learn how to repair your credit or get your credit, in order, and you don't want to pay thousands of dollars for someone else to help you with that, then I have a lot of information included in the workbook, and there's an entire class in the series dedicated to that. It teaches you about how to restructure your finances, which we're gonna start going into this evening. How to create a structure for your savings where you automatically save money. So a lot of people wanted to know about budgeting. We're going to talk about that tonight as well. But it has a lot in there. So if you are on YouTube, you can click the link right there and you can look at the entire curriculum. If you are over here on Instagram, just tap the link in my bio and then you're going to see all of the available top resources. If you're interested in the workbook or the masterclass, just go ahead and scroll down to the appropriate section and you'll be good to go. So anyone who's watching live, just go ahead and let me know that you can hear me and see me okay. You can drop me housekeeping in the comment section to let me know that you are ready to roll. We kind of went through a little bit of housekeeping already. We're going to dive into the main content here in just a moment. Just want to make sure you can hear me and see me okay. Um, perfect. Okay, so we're going to just go ahead and get it started. So, as always, I want to give you all some resources that you can use, to dive in deeper. And I did say that I was going to start giving you more reading material. The first one that we're going to go over is The Energy of Money by Dr. Maria Nemeth. So this is also a text that we worked through in that Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. So I'm just holding it up so you can go ahead and take a screenshot of this in case you are interested. And once again, if you're on YouTube, then the link to that, I'm gonna go ahead and put that in the comment section as well for both of the texts. This one is a really good one though. So this one is really more on the metaphysical side. So dealing with the energy of money, your thoughts, your beliefs, your patterns of behavior, what you saw about money and what you learned about money when you were growing up, and how to really change these things and make a shift in those in really that metaphysical element of your money in order to create a shift in the physical element of your money. So go ahead and check this one out. This is a really, really good one. And I did say that I was going to read through the table of contents for everyone, just really, really quickly if you're interested in this. And for those of you who are on YouTube, I am going to include links to the different chapters so you can skip through whichever portions you would like. But in this book, so once again, this is The Energy of Money by Dr. Maria Nemeth. It has, let's see, 4 different parts, and it's divided into 12 different principles of money. So you can see that it's going to go quite into depth. The first portion is the hero's purpose. Your greatest power is to be willing. So this is just about being open to looking at your finances, which we are going to go over this evening. We're actually going to do an activity called Getting a Grip, and that is included in the Money and Metaphysics workbook. So we're going to be working directly out of that. The second principle is your intentions and integrity. The third principle is goals. So you're getting a foundation of what it is that you would like to work on and where you're starting at regarding your finances. Part two is going to be on identifying the inner blocks to progress. Hey, Tiffany, welcome, welcome, welcome. I see you over there. It's been a long time. I'm glad to see you in here. Welcome, everyone who's live on Instagram or YouTube. Right now, I said that for every live workshop, I was going to start giving more resources. So I want to give you books and everything before we start. So that's what we're going through now. We have two of them. So right now we're talking about The Energy of Money by Dr. Maria Nemeth, and then I'm going to give you another one. Tiffany, let me know. Can you hear me and see me okay on Instagram? I would really appreciate your feedback. Go ahead and let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. And if you're over here on YouTube, I see we have a few people who are here live. Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. For Instagram, I'm on my phone. So if you can't hear me, then I'll switch out to my microphone. So that's what I'm just looking for. If you want me to stay on my phone audio or if I need to. Okay, perfect. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So from this text, once again, if you're over here on YouTube, the benefit of being over here on YouTube is you have the live chat replay, and in that chat, I can put links. So I put links to all of the resources. So for this one, the second part is identifying your inner blocks to progress. So of course, whenever we're talking about metaphysics, which we're just covering this very, very briefly in the beginning, whenever we're talking about metaphysics here on a higher alignment, we're really talking about your thoughts, beliefs, and patterns of behavior. So we can think about this part two in this text, identifying the inner blocks to progress. This is really going to cover the metaphysical part of your what you're currently experiencing in your life regarding your money and your finances. Forever T3, hey, it's been a long time since I seen you. How you doing? How you doing? You have to hit me up in my DMs. I'm gonna send you a DM, man, just to check in on you, see how you're doing. Glad to see you here though. So this one has part three, clearing the path, part four, staying the course, and that's the end. I know I'm skipping around a lot, but I feel like I'm running my mouth a lot, and I'm trying to make sure that we get right to the content for the people who are here and who want that. So our second text that I'm gonna be giving you for suggested reading is gonna be Dave Ramsey, The Total Money Makeover Workbook. So a lot of people are once again really looking to get their finances together in a more practical way. And many people are familiar with Dave Ramsey. He is an amazing and very popular financial coach, and he has a podcast. He has tons of books and tons of work out there, and he really deals with learning how to consolidate your debt, become debt free, become financially prosperous, and increase your financial well-being. So once again, if you're over here on YouTube, then I've included a link to this book right here, so you can go ahead and grab that, and all of those are on Amazon. So go ahead and grab those if you need that. So just like the last one, I'm gonna really quickly go through the table of contents. Hello, Rashid. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Choice. Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you all doing? Let me know if you can hear me and see me okay. I'm live over here on Instagram, and over here I'm live on YouTube. The benefit of being on YouTube is on YouTube I have those the live chat replay, and I can put links in the description. So if you're looking for the free exercises or the workbook or anything that we're going to be going through this evening, if you log in on YouTube, you're going to have easier access to that. On Instagram, the replay is going to be live for 24 hours. Then I'm going to take that down on YouTube. That thing is going to go ahead and stay up there. Well, welcome, welcome, welcome. Thank you, everyone, for joining this evening. Make sure that you have your pens, your papers, notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever you're going to need to go ahead and take your notes. Hey, Julia, welcome, welcome, welcome. Choice said big blessings. I appreciate that, Choice. Once again, Tiffany said going to YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, go ahead and go over to YouTube. You can stay on Instagram if you like. Once again, on YouTube, you are going to have a little bit of extra benefit. Okay. Hey, nobody's fool. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So this book, I'm gonna hold it up once again. Once again, for the people who are joining live, go ahead and take a screenshot of this one if you need it. This is Dave Ramsey, the Total Money Makeover Workbook. Okay, and if you're on YouTube, then I have a link to this workbook in the description. I mean, in the chat, so you can go ahead and grab that. Okay. So if you're looking for more practical money management advice and steps to get your money together, then go ahead and grab this one. If you're looking for more metaphysical money management steps and advice, then you're going to want to go ahead and grab this one, The Energy of Money by Dr. Maria Nemeth. And once again, both of those are included in the live chat replay over here on YouTube. Okay. So really quickly, I'm gonna go through the table of contents of this one, and then we're gonna dive into the main content. And I'm giving you time to go ahead and get settled, grab your pens, your papers, notebooks, tablets, recording devices, whatever it is that you need. Go ahead and grab your little drinky drink if that's what you need. Grab your if you want some tea. I have some hot tea here for me. So go ahead and grab what you need. I see everyone saying screenshot, going to YouTube, grabbing my workbook, missed your text. My son had his graduation today. It's perfectly okay. Congratulations to your son, Choice. Welcome, 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 welcome in here. And I'm gonna send you a private message to, send my congratulations to your son. Everybody go ahead and get settled and grab what you need. We're getting started. You know how we do it. So for this one, I love Dave Ramsey. Once again, if you are someone who has a lot of debt and you're really interested in consolidating that debt, getting that debt down, starting that savings, and more things in this area, go ahead and grab this book. It's great. The table of contents, really quickly. Sorry, y'all. I'm gonna tell you how many chapters there are. There are 13 different chapters, really, really quickly. One is the total money makeover challenge. So we're gonna assume that this is an overview. Two, I'm not that out of shape, denial. Three, debt is not a tool, debt myths. Four, the non-secrets of the rich, money myths. Five, ignorance and keeping up with the Joneses, two more money hurdles. Six, walk before you run, saving $1,000 fast. Seven, lose weight fast, really, the debt snowball. And we're going to talk a little bit about that later on. Chapter 8, kick Murphy out, finish the emergency fund. 9, be financially healthy for life, maximize retirement investing. 10, make sure your kids are fit too, college funding. Chapter 11, be ultra fit, pay off to the home mortgage. Chapter 12, Arnold Schwarzenegger, Mr. Universe of Money, build wealth like crazy. And chapter 13, live like no one else, reach the pinnacle point. So once again, if you're looking for more practical financial advice, go ahead and grab this book. So we're gonna go ahead and get things started. Let me see. For housekeeping, I didn't ask you all to drop me housekeeping, but go ahead and drop me housekeeping in the comment section if you can hear me and see me okay. You know how we do this. Just to let me know that we're ready to roll. Housekeeping item number 2, as always, is going to be sharing is caring. If you are live and you are watching this on Instagram, please go ahead and hit that arrow in the lower right hand corner of your screen and invite a friend, family member, loved one in here, especially if you see that green icon next to their name. That's going to let you know that they are ready to roll and they are here for that financial advice. But go ahead and send this out to anyone. And if you feel like someone who's just looking for a boost, who's going through some financial struggles or money struggles, don't be a hater in these streets. Okay, share this information with them. That's what we're here to do. 3, my housekeeping item number 3 is going to be the freebie. So here we have the free 2-hour money and metaphysics masterclass. Tonight we're going to really be talking about practical money management advice, and I'm going to be going through a lots of various activities and exercises and approaches and perspectives because everyone's in a different place. But if you are looking for more metaphysical advice or perspective or techniques, then go ahead and grab that. If you are on Instagram and you're watching this on the replay and you want the link to that, just go ahead and send me a DM. If you're over here on YouTube, it's already in the chat for you. The fourth housekeeping item, the activity that we're going to be going through is going to be called the Getting a Grip activity. It's going to help you figure out really, exactly how much money you have coming in, your exact income, and how much money is going out. So you're going to really, once again, get a grip on your finances. And that is going to be one of the main things and first things that you really need to do in order to fulfill whatever financial goals that you have. If you are completely ignorant to whatever money is coming in and whatever money is going out, then you're really doing a disservice to yourself. So once again, the workbook is going to be from the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. It is on sale for $11.11 tonight versus $22.22. It has the activity that we're going to be going through, but it has even more than that as well. Okay. And if you want the Money Metaphysics Masterclass and Workbook, then that's on sale for $35.55 versus $149. It comes with more than 6 hours worth of content and information, as well as the Masterclass Workbook that we're going through. So that's the biggest deal that we have this evening. And once again, all of those links are right there in the chat on YouTube if you're there. But let's go ahead and get started with the main content. Let me wet my whistle. So the first thing that I really want you to consider, go ahead and write this down in your workbook or your notes or whatever, your journal, whatever you're keeping, notes in. I want you to consider first, what are your financial goals? So if you're watching here live, if you feel comfortable and so called, you can go ahead and drop your comment or your goal in the comment section. That will allow me to tailor the information to the energy in the room. I love to give you all what you need. I don't like to give any watered down information. So, as many resources and tips and targeted information that I can give you, I will, provided that you engage and interact with me. So different people are in different places. Perhaps you want to start a savings. Perhaps you have debt and you want to eliminate that debt. Maybe one of your main things is you want to stop living check to check. Maybe you have gotten very far in your finances already. Maybe you want to clean up your credit. Maybe you want to start a side hustle so that you can learn how to, just have a little bit of extra money or extra income coming in. So different people are in different places with their financial goals and what they want their financial life to look like and what would contribute currently to their financial well-being. So the first thing that you want to do is go ahead and notate that down, because the information that we're going to go through this evening, you really want to tailor that to you. So just take a few moments and think about, what are your current financial goals? I see someone said money flowing in and debt being paid. Okay. So Cherry 2014, you want more money to come in, and I'm assuming you have a little bit of debt, maybe a lot of bit of debt. Either way is a-okay. And you want to get that down. Is that correct? Let me know. And over here on YouTube, on Instagram, if anyone has any feedback, if you want to drop your goals, go ahead and do that. It's not necessary. I'm just giving you time to go ahead and notate this down in your personal journal or your personal workbook. So we are ready to roll. Once you've done that, go ahead and drop me a number 8 in the comment section and let me know that you're ready to roll. Just go ahead in your notebook, your journal, your personal notes, note down and first thing identify what are your current financial goals. And then once you've done that, drop me a number 8 in the comment section. If you feel so inclined, you can also drop your comment in the comment section or your answer in the comment section. That will give me a little bit of feedback and I can tailor the information this evening to you on the fly. Cherry 2014 said, yeah, with these student loans specifically, I understand. Um, Cherry 2014, if you have Instagram, what I want you to do is go on Instagram and I want you to follow the student loan doctor. I don't know if her name is the student loan doctor or just student loan doctor, but I think her name is the student loan doctor. I follow her. She's amazing. She has live workshops all the time and she gives tons of information regarding how to consolidate and get rid of your student loan debt. So for anyone who's in that situation, make sure you go ahead. That's a resource for you. That's a gem. You got it. Okay. We're going to go ahead and continue on. I'm assuming everybody's got their goals identified. You're so welcome, Cherry 2014. I haven't seen any other 8s. If you're here and you are paying attention, you know I try to keep you on your toes. Go ahead and drop me a number 8. Otherwise, we're going to continue forward. So you have your financial goals, okay? So no matter what your goal is, one of the first things that you need to do, and the laborious, boring thing that we all don't want to do, but we know we need to do, is really getting clarification on your money and your finances, what is coming in and what is going out. If you are left in the dark, if you are completely ignorant about how much money you are making, where your money is going, where you're overspending, then you could possibly be living your life outside of your means and doing a disservice to yourself. So, really, that is the nitty gritty that I really wanted to dive into today. So the activity that we're going to do is called Getting a Grip, and it is from the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass. Once again, if you are over here on YouTube, then I've included the link to the masterclass and the workbook in the live chat. You can go ahead and grab that. But what I would ask you to do is go ahead and pull that workbook up. Okay, go ahead and pull that workbook up. So it's on sale for $11.11 this evening versus $22.22. If you are on Instagram, then just you can go ahead and exit the live, tap the link in my bio. You can go to the physical products site and you're gonna click on digital products and it's one of the first links, Money and Metaphysics Workbook. You can also DM me and I will send you the direct link to that. But let me pull that up as well. And I'm going to tell you what page we're going to start on. And we're going to go ahead. We're going to do the thing. We're here, right? You're here. You want to get it together. I want to help you get it together. And this is the thing that a lot of people ignore. A lot of people don't really, they don't want to do, but it's necessary. I'm like, sorry, y'all. Here it is. So go ahead and turn to page 19 in the workbook. Tiffany said 97 pages of gold. I already printed my copy. Thank you. Perfect. Thank you so much, Tiffany. I really appreciate that shout out and that feedback. Tiffany got her copy of the Money and Metaphysics workbook. She let you know it's 98 pages. And yes, it does include information on credit repair. It has credit repair template letters. It has all of the information that we're going through tonight. It has information on how to restructure your finances, how to create a financial outline or financial structure where you automatically are saving money. A lot of people asked about budgeting. We're going to talk a little bit about that tonight, but I really prefer the financial restructuring over budgeting. It gives you a bit of more freedom. It gives you a bit more freedom. It has all of your activities, exercises. It has links to guided meditations. If you grab the entire masterclass series, it has more than 6 hours worth of content, and it has a hypnosis session, a 21-day hypnosis session. It has so much, you all. You can go ahead and take a look at that, and it has the curriculum, all of the outlines for the different modules and everything right on the curriculum, right on the page before you even purchase. So you can take a look at that. But I want you to go ahead and pull the workbook up and turn to page 19. Go ahead and turn to page 19. And I'm going to read a little bit from here just on our section on restructuring your finances. So in this section, you're going to set up a new financial structure for yourself. The first thing you'll need to do is take stock of where your money is going. It's going to be easier than you think because we're going to completely redo everything anyway. So use the form below and we're going to go over that to see what you have going on. It's important that this information be accurate because each step, if you grab the workbook or if you grab the masterclass, each step after this is going to build upon the next. So I'm assuming that everyone who is here live has access to a laptop or computer. Give you a moment. I'm going to give you a moment. You want to go ahead and basically pull up your bank statement. We're going to be doing the information right here tonight live. So if you're here live tonight, go ahead and grab your pens, paper, your workbook, tablet, recording device, whatever you need. If you're on YouTube, then you have the link to the workbook that we are working out of. Choice said, I need that workbook. Choice, tap the link in my bio and go ahead and go to the physical product site. Digital products, it is the Money and Metaphysics workbook. If that's a lot, just go ahead. If you go on YouTube, if you go on my YouTube in the live chat, it's a direct link right there. So much more easier. Otherwise, you can also send me a DM and I will send you the link after this is over. Once again, everyone, the workbook is on sale for $11.11 this evening, and it's going to contain way more information than even what we're going over this evening. It has 97 pages worth of information and content. Okay, so it's well worth it. Go ahead and pull up your bank statements, you all. This is what you're going to need also as well to go ahead and go through this activity and make sure that everything is done correctly. So maybe just take a moment to go ahead and grab grab your workbook and your laptop or your computer. If you're on Instagram, you can be over here. It's perfectly okay. You may want to go ahead and log in on YouTube though. But go ahead and pull up your bank statement, log into your bank account, pull up your bank statement, and it'll also help if you have access to any of your online portals for like your utilities or your rent or whatever, because we're going to be doing the nitty gritty, the hard work, and you're going to be figuring out very, very quickly what's coming in and what's going out. When you're ready to roll, go ahead and drop me a number 8. Just making sure everyone has had enough time. In the meantime, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the workbook while I'm waiting for that feedback. Just in the interest of time, go ahead and scroll down to page 20. If you have grabbed the workbook and you have page 20, if you're on page 20, this is a fillable section. Okay, this is a fillable section. You can type directly in there on your laptop, on your tablet, on your mobile device, whatever it is. Hey, Choice, I see you over here. You switched over here onto YouTube. Go ahead and pull up page 20 of the workbook, okay? And I see those 8s coming through. I see those 8s. So your first, so there are 2 columns you can see, the left column and the right column. So the first section says income per pay period. Income per pay period. So for different people, this is different. This is different. Some people get paid twice a month. Some people get paid every other week. Some people get paid one time a month. Whatever it is, go ahead and drop that in that section. You can double click income per period. Go ahead and double click there and fill that in. And then you'll see in the left column, the next section down is income per month. So you want to know, income per pay period and income per month. You want to get very specific about that because that's going to let you know how many times you get paid per month, how much is incoming in, the flux of that income. That's very, very important. So go ahead and fill out those first two sections. And whenever you're done with that, go ahead and drop me a number 8 in that comment section. Let me know that you are ready to roll. Ready to roll. Once again, in the workbook, we are on page 20. In the workbook, we are on page 20. We're in the Money and Metaphysics workbook. If you want to grab that, you can tap the link in my bio. If you are on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, I have all of the links in the chat right there for you. Hello, Dr. Devin Miles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And Dr. Wade, welcome, welcome, welcome. Tonight is the restructuring your finances, getting a grip, and getting your money right. So I'm giving you different financial advice, financial practical money advice that you can use just to begin your process of financial well-being and getting a grip on your money. This was the second most requested workshop. Okay, thank you, Tiffany, and thank you, Choice. I'm seeing those eights. I'm seeing those eights. So now let's go ahead and get into the expenses section. So once again, we are on page 20, the third section down. Most of the time, the biggest expense that people have is their rent or their mortgage. So that is the next section. Go ahead and calculate that, look at that. And what I would advise you to do is get it down to the exact penny. So if you are able to log into your rent or your mortgage portal, that would be best. Sometimes, people have in their mind how much they pay or around how much they pay in rent or mortgage per month, but that could be slightly different in the actual amount, like when it gets down to the nitty gritty and the dollars and the cents, with the extra added fees and all of that. And it's going to help you just be a little bit more specific and a little bit more targeted if you actually take down what that is in real life. So go ahead and write that in the third section. I have my masterclass and workbook. Hey, Julia. Hey, Julia has got that going. Julia, go ahead and pull up that workbook, and we are on page 20. Go ahead and pull that up, and go ahead and turn to page 20. And so then after that, we have our other expenses: gas, electric, phone, cable, TV, streaming services. So I'm going to give you a few moments to go ahead and notate those down. Pull up your bank statements, pull up your portals. And we're taking the time to do that now. If you're in here live, whether you have the workbook or not, it's going to be a very huge disservice of you to just be in here listening to me run my mouth and you're not taking notes and you're not doing the work. That's foolish. So let's not do that. Okay. Let's not do that at all. Go ahead and notate those down. So I'm going to go ahead and go through it really, really quickly. Our first section was income per pay period. Income per pay period. Go ahead. Look at your bank statements, look at your check stubs, and notate that down. You also have the next section, income per month. Go ahead and notate that down. So even from those first two sections, immediately we can see how much money is coming in. That's going to be the first thing that we need to do. The next biggest thing that we need to track is our expenses. So we have our rent and our mortgage. Most of the time, those are the two. Those are the biggest ones. Then we have our gas, electric, phone, cable, TV, and stream service. Sorry, y'all, the T. And stream services. So I'm giving you a moment to go ahead and research exactly what those are. If you have the workbook, we are on page 20. It is a fillable workbook with these activities and exercises. Go ahead and fill those in. And I'm going to give you just a moment. Whenever you're ready to roll, drop me a number 8. You already know what I'm going to say. Drop me a number 8 once you are ready to roll. Our workshop resources, if you are over here on YouTube, are in the live chat replay. If you are over here on Instagram, you're going to want to tap the link in my bio and you're going to just scroll to the appropriate section. You're going to have everything that you need. Our first free resource is the free 2-hour money and metaphysics masterclass. Tonight, we're really talking about practical money management, advice, tools, tips, techniques. So you can even see that from the activity that we're currently going through. I'm asking you to pull up your bank statements, to pull up your portals, to actually go in and have the courage to look and see exactly what's going on. That's very practical. But if you want to make this holistic and well-rounded, you're interested in what we do here on Higher Alignment, then go ahead and take a look at that Money and Metaphysics Masterclass. It is free, and that's right there for you. The next thing that we have is the Money and Metaphysics Workbook. This is about the next cheapest way, most cost affordable way, we're going to say, to participate and really get the most bang for your buck with this information. It's going to contain all of your daily reading material, activities, exercises, links to external resources, guided meditations, all of that good stuff, and the Getting a Grip activity that we're going through right now. It's on sale for $11.11 this evening versus $22.22. And then the next thing up is, if you want to get the entire masterclass series, it's on sale for $35.55 versus $149. It contains more than 6 hours worth of recorded content and the companion workbook, links to all of those external resources, guided meditations, and the 21-day um, hypnosis session on getting rid of your money blocks and opening up opportunities for increased financial well-being. Do you have any tips on writing into the workbook through the PDF if that's possible? You double tap. So in any of the gold spaces, you're going to double tap, and then it should allow you to go ahead and type right in there. And you just want to make sure periodically that you go ahead and click save. So we're going to go ahead and go on. So go ahead and look at the left. I'm sorry. Go ahead and look at the right hand section. First, we started with the left hand section. Now, go ahead and look at the right hand section. Hopefully, I've been talking long enough to let people, notate those down in the workbook, or grab a pen and paper if you need to write these down. Let's go through the next three sections. Transportation, car payment, gas. That's one section. Transportation, car payment, gas. So just basically anything dealing with your car, your transportation, getting from one place or another. I know here, me personally, I take the train, I take a lot of Ubers. So if that's you, you can go ahead. What I would do is just look at the last, month, and kind of just tally up and see how much gas did you use, what was your car payment, and any transportation fees that you had, bus, train, whatever, pigeon, it doesn't matter. And then the next section down is insurances. So car insurance, home insurance, mortgage insurance, renter's insurance, health insurance, whatever that is. Go ahead and fill that section in as well. And then the next section, this is a big one, so I'm going to give us a few minutes to do this. This is going to be food. So I find, honestly, one of the biggest things that I spend a lot of money on is food. And in this, I did put in parentheses. I put in parentheses. Look this up on your bank statement. Really though, don't be foolish. Look it up, and that's very important, because with something like food, where the cost is not stagnant, where you're going out to brunch, you're going out to lunch, you're going out to dinner, you're buying groceries, Uber Eats, DoorDash, Instacart, whatever, it's really going to be important for you to at least get an average, or really just get as specific as possible on how much you are spending on food, because it may come as a surprise that it accounts for a lot. Tiffany said subscriptions sneak up on you. Those subscriptions do sneak up on you. The choice of NYC choice said, I needed this. Lord, my groceries week is wild. Then ordering lunch at work is ridiculous and needs to stop. Exactly. So when we get a grip, that's what this is activity is called. When we get a grip on what's coming in and what's going out, then we can really articulate, okay, what changes do I need to make? And now that I know what changes I need to make, how can I make those? So if we're talking about food and we're saying, okay, I'm always ordering out or buying out, we could say, okay, well, if we really wanted to get specific, we could say, okay, well, what are the meals that I have been eating? What have I really been craving? Is this something that I can make on my own? Is this something that would be more cost effective if I made at home? I could get the ingredients from the grocery store to do this myself. Maybe it's not even that. For some people, they don't like to cook. For some people, they don't like to cook, and that's not a thing. For some people, it's feasible for them to make the meals and make the food at home and make those adjustments and changes. For some people, they're like, that's not my lifestyle. That's not what I do. That's not my ministry. That's not my calling. And that's perfectly okay. So for you, if you're in that situation, maybe you want to say, well, how many times can I actually afford to eat out per week, or how much money can I set aside per day, giving myself a per diem to order breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever it is that I need. Different strokes for different folks. Everybody is not the same. It's not a one size fits all. It's nothing like that. You want to make this work for you. So, but I do advise that you really get a grip on looking at how much money you're spending on food, because if you're anything like me, I mean, you're eating your check. I literally eat my check every day, you all. I eat my check every single day. Every day. I mean, I said that the mortgage and the rent is the biggest income. It my might be the grocery bill. Mine might just be the grocery bill and the Uber Eats and the DoorDash and all of that. And the snacks, I mean, the snacks are just killing me, y'all. So if you're anything like me, you may want to get a good grip on that food budget and look at exactly where you're spending that money and where it's going. Okay. Drop me a number 8 if you have completed all of the activities thus far: income pay per pay period, income per month, rent, mortgage, gas, electric, phone, cable, TV, stream services, transportation, car payment, gas, and insurances and food. That's what we have gone over thus far. I see you, Forever T3 over here laughing at me. It's okay. You can laugh at me. I like to be open, honest, and authentic, and I encourage you all to do the same thing. So if you are laughing at me and taking a little, humor in what I got going on is helping you do that, I'll take that. I'll take that. It's no problem at all. Choice said exactly, buying groceries to then order food at work. Hello, that's me. I buy groceries just to go ahead and order the food anyway. Choice said, "Oh my god, my budget is a mess writing all this out." It's okay. As I always say, it's not about guilt, shame, or blame. We're not even here to do that. We're here to identify. When we identify what is going on, then we can identify, what changes we can make to increase our well-being, our financial well-being, and all of that good stuff. So we're throwing that guilt, shame, and blame right on out the door. F it. It doesn't matter. Who cares about it? Let it go. We're just here for identification purposes. I'm still adding food health. It's okay. Identify, yeah, bringing lunch is number one. Exactly. So right now, you can see we're already making changes and identifying. If you feel like, okay, what I'm doing right now that I'm really getting a grip and taking a look, that's really crazy. Why am I doing that? I need to bring my lunch. Go ahead and bring your lunch. Go ahead and bring your lunch. We're gonna go ahead and move on to the next section. The next section is credit cards. We're gonna do two. We're gonna do two because we only have two left. Credit cards and then other. Credit cards and then other, shopping, Amazon, fun, whatever else didn't we haven't gone through. Go ahead, double tap in both of those spaces, and then you'll be able to fill those in. So go ahead and take a few moments, take a few minutes to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and take a few moments, take a few minutes to go ahead and fill in those sections as well. And I'm just keeping an eye on feedback, comments, questions, whatever it is that you all need, just to make sure we are all keeping up and we are, rolling. We're rolling, 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 rolling. And then whenever you all are ready to move to the next area, just go ahead and drop me a number 8. We're coming up on the hour mark. We're coming up on the hour mark in about 7 more minutes. So whenever you get ready, just go ahead and drop me a number 8 and we're going to continue on. I'm seeing some eights. I'm seeing some eights. Let me get one more 8. If we get one more 8, we're going to go ahead and move on to the next section. Just want to make sure that everyone is keeping up, that you're smelling what I'm stepping in, that you're picking up what I'm putting down, that I don't want to move too fast, but I don't want to move too slow. So let me know. Drop me number 8. Give me some feedback and let me know when you are ready to move to the next section. I'm gonna take a sip of my tea. Gonna give it about 60 more seconds. If I don't get another number 8, then we're gonna just move it forward. I'm giving you some time. Try not to rush you, but don't go too slow. I'm really enjoying being back teaching and going live and seeing everyone's energy in the place and space. Um, Thursdays are one of my most favorite days, so I'm glad to spend some time with you all here on Thursdays on our personal development and self care journey. Can I get another number 8? Are you all ready? You ready for the next section? Let me know. Are we ready? Can I get another number 8? Do we need some more time? It's okay. I'm just trying to, feel the energy out in the room. Trying to feel the energy out in the room. Okay, Julia, thank you, thank you, thank you. So once you are done, you have the last section says total expenses, and this is your burn rate. So this is going to make a lot of sense. We're hopping around, in the interest of time, in the interest of the topic and the subject and the situation we got at hand. We're hopping around through the workbook, through the activities, but this is going to make a lot of sense if you have the entire workbook or if you have the Masterclass series. What we basically calculated is your burn rate, and this is going to be essential in what you need in order to restructure your finances. In the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series, in the Restructuring Your Finances section, the goal is to help you create a dual bank account structure that automatically saves you money. So a lot of people are like, how can I save money? I want to budget, and I want to get my finances together, but I also want to be able to live and spend the money that I need to spend and do what I need to do without suffering the consequences. And so for me, I honestly, not gonna lie, I don't prefer budgeting. But I do prefer to have a financial structure that just works well for me overall. And this is the first step. But regardless, if you want to do budgeting, there's various different types of budgeting and different types of budgets. One of them that I do want to advise you on is the cash envelope method. The cash envelope method. And we don't have a ton of time to go over it this evening, but I always like to give you all resources. So for this one, what I would advise you to do is follow Millennials in, so the letter N, Millennials, the letter N Money on Instagram. This lady is amazing and she teaches a lot about the cash envelope method and budgeting. And this is going to help a lot of people stop living check to check. So, this to me is a good alternative if you don't want to do the restructuring your finances. My number one thing, the gold standard for me, if you're asking me, is to restructure your entire banking system, to restructure your entire finances to a point where by the time the money that you're going to be spending on your day-to-day life reaches you, you've already saved on the back end. So you can spend whatever you need and know that you're good. Okay, and know that you're good at it. I teach you exactly how to do that in the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. And that is on sale for $35.55 tonight versus $149. And the links to that are over here on YouTube. I'm gonna keep that on sale for about 7 days. I'm gonna keep that on sale for about 7 days. So if you're watching this within the 7 day period, you can grab any of these deals, the entire masterclass series, the workbook, whatever you need, and all of those deals will be there for you. Okay, so we're gonna keep on going. The next thing that you're gonna do is really just go back and consider your financial goals. Um, so think about what your original goal was. Then you can consider what's coming in and what's going out. Now that you've done the getting a grip activity, you can see what's coming in and what's going out, and that's going to give you, I mean, that's a big thing in creating a plan, in creating a budget, and restructuring your finances, whatever it is that you decide that you want to do that works for your life. And if you find that you need to save a little bit more, or that perhaps you're living outside of your means, you can then have a clear idea of what can I eliminate. Perhaps there are some of those streaming services that you absolutely don't need, or those subscription services that you don't need. Maybe you can get on a family plan with someone, or you can ask a friend, family member, loved one, somebody if you can borrow their, username and password for whatever, do whatever you need to do to save that little money, because that those dollars do add up. People act like they don't, but they do. Those dollars add up, and you can definitely spend your money, and allocate those funds in other areas. So consider your plan, consider where you are, consider where you want to be, and begin to bridge that gap. Is there any thing or any place or any expenses that you can begin to eliminate to be able to save you more money and to be able to, give you a little bit more cushion? So just going through the rest of my notes really, really quickly. If anyone has any questions, comments, whatever experiences, go ahead and drop those in the comment section in our last few minutes, so that I can address those. Otherwise, I'm going to continue going through my notes. If you have any questions, comments, experiences, if you have any questions about the activity, if you need any other advice or you're looking for resources, please, please, please go ahead and drop that in the comment section so I can give you feedback. But I'm going to switch back over to my notes in the meantime, in between time, give you all enough time to do that. And I am going to, you know, finish this thing going out. My last section is creating a plan. So we can think about in the different suggestions that I gave you in the beginning, and these are just things that I brainstormed off the top of my head that I felt like most people would fall into. The first one is starting a savings. So consider how much money you can set aside, and that goes back to also what can I eliminate? What can I eliminate? And that goes back to getting a grip activity that we spent a lot of time on. So once again, you can see how these different activities build upon one another. Sometimes, I mean, they can seem a little bit common sense, but as they say, common sense isn't always common. So consider, how much money you can set aside, where your money is going, what money is coming in, what you don't need to do. Maybe there's someone else you can lean on, a resource, whatever you can do to, add a little bit of extra money in your pocket and not be spending so much. Um You can start a separate savings account and create an automatic withdrawal before or after you get paid in order to, set up those savings. And we really, once again, go into that very, very deeply in the Money and Metaphysics Masterclass series. And the activity that we did tonight, the Getting a Grip activity, is the first stage in that. Once you get your Getting a Grip, and you learn what your burn rate is, then you will know how much your automatic transfer needs to be. Because when you see how much money is going out, then you know, okay, well, basically on average, this is how much money I'm spending a month just to maintain. Just to maintain. And if you think about the activity that we went through, we even included things like food, shopping, Amazon, fun. So it's not like if you do this activity and you take it seriously, everything that you've accounted for includes your fun. It includes how much money you spend in Amazon. It includes how much money you spend when you go out to brunch and you go out to hang out with your friends and do whatever you're going to do. So it's not a very restrictive budget. Then you're going to review and say, okay, is there anything that I can cut back on? Maybe I don't need to go out to brunch every single weekend. Maybe I don't need to shop from Amazon 3 times a week. So you can go out to brunch once a week. I mean, you can go out to brunch 1 time a month or 2 times a month. You don't have to go out every weekend. You can shop from Amazon 1 time a month or 2 times a month and include that in your budget and be able to allocate your resources to that without feeling too restricted. Because sometimes when you feel too restricted, that's when you start pulling money from here and pulling money from your savings and taking money out of your 401k, which is not necessary you know. But if you include a little wiggle room, a little bit of fun in your budget, in your allocation, in your restructuring, then it's going to work a little bit better for you. Okay. Let me go back to my notes. So eliminating debt, the snowballing method, we talked about that a little bit earlier. I brought that up when we talked about the Dave Ramsey book, The Total Money Makeover Workbook. And he talks a lot about that. And it's going to be basically starting with your smallest debt and then eliminating that and working your way up to your biggest debt. So when you're taking notes about what's going on in your financial life, you can also consider going over and ranking your debts from smallest to largest. And for the people who their main goal is to stop living check to check, create a budget. You've done all of the work thus far if you have followed along with the activities and exercises and done the work. And once again, I told you about the cash envelope method, a little bit about it. And I suggested that you follow or look up Millennials in Money on Instagram, and she's going to help you a lot with that. You can also look up the cash envelope method here on YouTube, and I'm pretty sure there are tons of people who have information about that and videos about that. So that's going to help you get going. But we have reached the end. We have reached the end. Does anybody have any questions, comments, experiences? I'm going to give you about 60 seconds to go ahead and get that right. Drop me anything that you need so that I can give you some feedback. I hope that you all have enjoyed this workshop this evening. We're going to be back next Thursday at 7 p.m. Going to be trying to go live every Thursday at 7 p.m. for our live workshops as I get things kind of, rolling again here on Higher Alignment after my surgery and the past few months of ups and downs. So thank you all for bearing in there with me. I'm going to give you all a few more moments to see if I have any questions, comments, experiences, anything coming through. If nothing, go ahead and at least drop me a number 8 so I know that you're good to go. Drop me a number 8 in the comment section so I know that you are good to go. If not, if you can't drop me a number 8, go ahead and drop me, a comment, something, question, whatever. So I get some feedback and let me know. if I can close this thing on out. Still adding food, pray for me. I'm praying for you, Tiffany. I'm praying for me too, because honestly, before I even came on live today, I was already out eating. I was, it's the happy hour. It's the happy hour that gets me every time. It's my toxic trait. I cannot stay away from the happy hour. Tiffany said, "Thank you for this." And I see the ace. I see Julia with the ace. Thank you, thank you, thank you. See more comments. Thank you for holding us accountable. You are so welcome. You are so welcome. I hope that everyone enjoyed this content and this information this evening. I'm going to go ahead and sign it out. Once again, if you are over here on YouTube, then you have all of those resources in the live chat replay right there at the top. If you have any questions, go ahead and send me a DM on Instagram or send me an email. And, I'm going to see you back here next Thursday at 7 p.m. for the next live workshop. You all have a great evening, and I'll see you soon.